It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56 the mark, boy.
Tua going to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mostert. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 17.
Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Go. Shit. 10 seconds.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Jakeem Grant. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Jakeem Grant.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
And they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
46-yard line.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Bills will move the chains. Mahomes now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Coleman now. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 22 needle. Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, pick your game up. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check. Crunch. 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 Switch. Switch. Jim. 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 Jim.
Here's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Back now in Miami.
At the 44.
It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Back now in Miami. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
56. Check 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
To return is McKenzie. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, a 3-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
6 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They will run again with Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all.
And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown,
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
One final try from Mahomes. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to